welcome back. And the feedback on the cardio one that we did was very good. So I'm going to do a mixture of maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes where we try and get the heart rate up and get the core stronger and work on the arms and the legs. And then we're going to go over into a stretch. Welcome back in the shearing shed. Where is that? It's the only person on the farm where I have peace and quiet for another 40 minutes. So before I have to report back for duty. So here we go. Please don't hurt yourself. Try and do as much as you possibly can. Challenge you for how much you can give. If it gets too hard, just take a break, pause the video, take a sip of water, and then you keep going until the end, because the stretches at the end it's going to be the nicest part, I think, today. So let's get cracking. We're first going to set up posture. So during this entire workout, I'd like you to think tall and become tall. So if you stand and you stack your hips over your ankles, you can take a nice deep breath in and pull your shoulders away from your ears, and you exhale. And on your next inhale, I want you to think of somebody pulling, in my case, at the top of my hair bun and pull me up to become tall. And exhale. Suck that tummy in. Become tall. Open your shoulders. Hips are stacked over ankles. And exhale. And inhale, last one. And exhale. Take a nice deep breath in again. And on your exhale, round your shoulders, pull your hands towards the floor while you push with your upper shoulders and your back. You reach back up to the sky. So it's kind of like your hands going down, they're winning, but you try and pull back so that you can feel that nice stretch. You go down all the way, and you can just walk it out here. Stretch and nice stretch. I'm very tight after some exercises last week, so the stretches that we're going to do later on is going to come in very handy. And you can take a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, you can walk out into a plank position. And just want to see if you can see me there. So you lower your bum so that you don't stick it up in the air or drop it down to the floor. So a nice straight back all the way to your feet, and you just hold that plank position for, let's say, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, suck that tummy in, 1, and you push up in a nice stretch, and you reach your heels down, and you walk your hands back to your feet, and you roll up. Roll up. And we're going to go down and work on the floor in a second, but for now we're just going to stick with we're going to do a few squat exercises. So I'd like you to open your feet just about wider than hip width, a little bit wider, and we're going to take a nice deep breath in, pull that tummy in, and on your exhale, you're going to come down into a nice deep squat. So you're going to adjust your feet as to where it is helpful for you to find a nice deep seat. And we are going to, from here, bring your arms forward and just reach in front of you. And on your exhale, come up, bring your arms to the front. And we're going to do some exercises while at the top. So we're going to open big muscles. 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And bring your arms to the side. Keep those muscles on. Breathe in. And exhale. Bring round. And keep those muscles tight. And completely engage. And breathe in. And exhale, come up. Squeeze your sit bones together. Bring your arms to the front. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. And bring it open. And reach down into that squat again. And take a nice deep breath in. You can hear my heart rate is accelerating with all of this going on in the arms and the legs. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, squeeze up. Bring your arms to the front. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And reach down and reach to the front. And take a nice deep breath in. We're just going to sit here for about 4 breaths. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. It should be burning. Exhale. And squeeze together. Come up all the way. And we're going to do just in front, hands in front, and we're going to open and close. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And again, deep into a squat. Arms come round. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, squeeze up. And what do we do now? And we do 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Really want you to tense these arm muscles of yours so that you can really feel that heart rate raising. In. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All the way up. And we open. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squeeze your butt. And round again for the last one. And we're going to stay here for 4 deep breaths in. Exhale. On your second breath, in, raise on your tippy toes, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And squeeze up all the way. And we're going to turn to the side and find that nice deep lunge just for a quick stretch before we are going to go into lunges. And other side, find that nice and deep stretch and feel that stretch. There we go. Alright, so you're going to stand more or less towards the back of your mat. We're going to lunge forward and back, say 2 on each side, and then we're going to do the opposite. We're going to stand in front of our mats and lunge back. So nice and controlled. You're going to take a nice deep breath in. Ears, shoulders are away from the ears. And you can raise your hands in front of you to help you with your balance. And on your exhale, you push out to that lunge. And you come back. And other side. And back. Other side. And back. Other side. And back. And we're going to walk to the front. Really trying to do this tippy-toey with control, because the moment I put down my floor, my feet too loud, you're going to hear it. And we go back, and down, up, down, up, down, squeeze, here, and up. You can go all the way back to the back of your mat, nice deep breath in, and exhale, round your shoulders. And enjoy that stretch before we're going to go out into a plank. And you can walk your hands, try and keep your legs straight as you walk out, and you'll feel another deep stretch at the back of your knees. And we're in plank. We're going to keep it here for just about 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take a rest by bending your knees in, or you can keep going, and we're going to go into mountain climbers, but we're going to do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to go across. So try to breathe in, breath in, and exhale when you return to plank position. So you can take a rest anytime, pause the video, but I'm going to keep going. So we're going to go across, and we breathe in, exhale. 2 more. We're going to keep that plank for another 8 counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can bend your knees in and just stretch back into a child's pose before we go back to that planking and do another variation. So planking is really the best and quickest way to get your core strong. Easiest and boring, most boring. So we're going to work on a few variations that you can try at home, which I've learned over the past couple of days by doing some other great people's exercising videos, which I'll give credit to on my video at the end of this training exercise that we do today. So, talking way too much. Breathe in and exhale and breathe in. And on your exhale, push up on all fours, kick those feet out, and come into that press up position again, and lower that bum so that you don't stick it out in the air or drop it down. Pull your tummy muscles in, and we're going to do arm pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to now do the legs. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we're going to do crisscross. So if you want to take a breather, stretch your arms out, more than welcome to. Otherwise, keep going. We're going to do a cross. Left side, right. There we go. And 5, whoops, little wobble. 6, and 7, woo, and 8. And the legs and the arms are tired, and I'm not stabilizing in my tummy, which is causing the wobbles. So don't be as distracted by me talking too much in the first place, and secondly, by the difficulty of the exercise, not to stabilize. So we're going to go back and do 4 more of those, just to prove a point that we can do it while we are nice and stabilized. So just going to take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. Get that focus, get ready. We're going to do across sides again. Pull that tummy in tight, and we do 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And we go. Dip those knees in, and pull back in child's pose again. Nice deep breath in, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Last one in, inhale, and exhale. You're going to come up on all fours, cross your legs, come over your legs, and we are nice and ready for a C curl. So we're going to add some challenges to our standard C curl, and I hope you enjoy them. So we bring those arms up straight, back is straight, head is level, chin is level. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling, And we'll take a nice deep breath in, shoulders are away from the ears. And inhale. And on your exhale, round that back and go all the way down. Lower back is in the mat, ribs are down. Take a nice deep breath in, but do not let your ribs pop up. And on your exhale, bring your arms over and now concentrate on pulling your hips and your ribs towards one another. Don't let your arms do the work. Pull and your arms just come with. Breathe in. Exhale, round your back and we go lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders. Breathe in, ribs stay down, back stay into the mat. Exhale, up. And arms just happen to come with. So that's the difference between just going down and bringing your arms over, which is an extremely easy way of coming back up. So we're going to do another one. And exhale, round your back. And we go lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders. Breathe in, ribs stay down, tummy is sucked in. Exhale, up and bring it up all the way. Last one. Oh no, let's do two more. Love this one. And over. Breathe in. Exhale and up. All the way. Last one. Exhale, round your back all the way down. And over. Ribs stay down. Breathe in. Tummy is sucked in and tight and lift all the way up. Going to grab hold of your knees and we're going to go back to the mat. So this is just a nice balancing exercise. If you pull your shins in tight and you lean back just a little bit, you're going to see it's going to become a little bit more difficult to stabilize. So we're going to find that spot where you are challenged, whether it be upright and sitting with straight back at the top, or whether it is just leaning back that little bit and you have to fight for your balance. So that's stabilizing happening right there, which is fantastic to build up your core strength, because in every daily activity that you do, you've got some muscle movement, but at the same time you've got stabilizing in order to complete that muscle movement. So if you think about unpacking the dishwasher, so we're doing this while I'm talking through this while we're doing this balancing. Unpacking the dishwasher, you're reaching down and you're coming back up. That's a muscle movement of your arm. But in order for you to come back and not fall around all over the place, you use your stabilizing muscles. So you can turn everyday activities into really putting those tummy muscles in tight while you are doing that exercise. It should start to burn by now. I'm just keeping the talk going so that you don't realize it should burn now. And if you have to take a rest, do so. We're just going to keep holding it for about 5 counts more. Challenge yourself even a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go all the way down to the floor. Now we're going to push that one leg out straight. Lift your shoulders off the ground, so I'm not pulling on my leg to lift myself. I'm using whatever my tummy muscles can handle at this stage, and I'm bringing in that knee nice and close to the chest, and we're going to swap and 2 and really activate these muscles. So really tense them up while they're going out to work. And because we did that top stabilizing exercise, you should really already feel a burn, even though we are just halfway. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, activate, 6, and 7, and 8. Now we're going to pull those in, knees tight to the chest, and you can lean back and just roll that out a little bit. Keep going. Now we're going to go over to a double leg stretch. So you're going to come into tabletop with your knees. So that's a right angle between your upper and lower leg. And you're going to bring your shoulders off the ground. So make sure that you don't carry any tension in your neck at this stage, because you're just going to keep pulling on your neck and it's going to be really sore tomorrow and you're not going to be very happy with me. Whereas if you just relax a little bit, lift your chin a tiny bit up to the ceiling in order to take that stress away from your neck. Put your arms to the side of your knees and we take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale we're going to go straight out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now the arms are coming with. Inhale, sweep your arms round, bring your knees in. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, remember that neck, don't let it carry any tension. And inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and we're going to do 2 more, and sweep round, and 1 more, and sweep round. And the reason we're not doing a lot of this one is we're going to continue working with these tummy muscles that's already been at work now for a little while. And too many repetitions of one movement can become quite boring. And also, you'd want to challenge yourself to do the next set of exercises with as much energy as you did those. So let's take a nice deep breath in. Legs are straight up into the air. Lower back is sunk into the mat. Tummy muscles are pulled in. And we're going to lift 1 and 2. And see how much you can do without pushing on your arms. And in. And 6 and 7 and 8. And we're going to stay in this position. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe in, you're going to lower your legs, and on your exhale, you're going to go over and open those legs. Toes are pointing down. Nice squishing of the intestines going on here. Just tuck that in. And we're going to reach back over, and we're going to bring those legs with all the way to the top. Let me just tuck this in the back before we go over for another one. And we're going to do a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, you go over, open your legs, point your toes down to the floor, and we're going to come back. So as last time, we're going to try and bring our legs back. Breathe in, without much help of our arms that's stabilizing here at the back. And we're going to come back, and back, and back. And breathe in. I'm going to do 2 more. And over. And we're going to flex those toes down to the floor. And we're going to start coming back. And bring it back. And I've got a shaky leg for some reason. And breathing for the last one. Going all the way down. And over. Toes going down, and we're going to come back, and back, and back, all the way to the middle. Breathe in, pull those knees into the chest, and you can just roll up that lower back, which took quite a beating right now with that movement. So the thing about the lower back is, especially for tall people, it's the weakest part of our core. It tends to be, and in order to get the lower back stronger, you need to train all the core muscles. So there's going to be a give and take a little bit, whereas how far and how much you can push it before you need to relax a little bit. So that's why I spend a lot of time rolling out the back, so that you can comfort that lower back and all the work that it's just done. Right, so we're going to do one more exercise here. So you're going to go all the way up, and you can actually come up on your elbows. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to flutter these legs down as far as you can go before coming back up. And we end at the top. So try and push off your elbows so that you don't sink into them, and bring your legs up as far as you can. I know for some it might only be there, but as far as you can, and we go down. And now the up is the difficult one, and stop, and 2. Stop, and 3. Inhale at the top, and stop, and 4. My legs are getting confused. And 5. Stop, and 6. So we do 2 more, and 7. And at the top, and last one, it's burning, and my legs are getting confused because it's burning. And we bend those knees in, and we go down all the way, and we just take a nice breather. And exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Another breath in. And on your exhale, push your knees into your hands, roll up with control, and we're going to come onto our side. We're going to do a little bit of side planking. Right. So we're going to go from here into a straight side plank. We're going to do 3 variations of the side plank. The side plank only, the side plank with the inner leg lift, and the side plank where you dip into your back pocket to activate those side obliques. So first of all, we're going to just set up. So elbows directly under your shoulder, not out there. Your whole box here is strong and straight, and your feet are pushed out directly out from you. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, you're going to lift, and you can look up to the ceiling, follow your hands, or you can look in front of you. And we're going to do 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1, and now you're going to release with control. So don't fall down on your mat, and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lift, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slow release, and take a nice deep breath in, and exhale. I'm going to do 3 repetitions of each one. So for the 3 different side plank ones, we're going to have 9 exercises in total. And you can release back slowly. Right, so some of you might have a sore shoulder. Move it out, shake it out a little bit, because we've got 2 more coming. Right, so you can stack your feet with your inner leg at the front and your outer leg at the back. And we're going to breathe in and exhale. We're going to lift, and we're going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we release slowly. So it's going to get harder and harder as we go along, and we're going to keep going. Take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, lift and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we release back down. Oh, nice shoulder ache, and we can shake that out We go for our third set, and we go 1, exhale, lift, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we release back down. Shake that out. And we're going to go over to our next one. Stack your feet on top of one another again. Nice deep breath in. Quite a shaky surface here. So if you can, make sure that you're on a nice stretch surface. And we take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, lift. And we're going to go back pocket and up. Back pocket, up. And back pocket, and up. And down. And it's getting sore. And we're going to do 2 more. You can stack your feet, you can put them top of one another, stack them in front of and the back, just as it is easiest for you. Really try and stay out of that shoulder, don't lean into it now because you're getting tired. And a nice deep breath in, and exhale, lift, and reach, lift, reach, lift, and reach. And we go down. Shake it out. Going to go over to the other side in a minute. Last one. Nice deep breath in. Let's give it our all. And exhale up. And reach. Up. And reach. Up. And reach. Up. And release back down. Going to scoot your feet right in front of you so that you can keep looking at the screen while we do the other side. Okay, so a whole new level of unevenness this side, but let's do it. And that shoulder, that elbow is directly under the shoulder, and take a nice deep breath in. And to exhale, we're going to lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we release with control. And deep breath in, and exhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release with control. Stay out of that shoulder. Pull your shoulders away from your ear. And exhale is even. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go down. Going to take a little bit of a breather because we've got the inner leg lift coming up, which is a tricky one to find your balance and try and do it properly. Important, stay out of that elbow, out of that shoulder. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Suck your tummy in. Breathe in. And exhale. Lift. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, and we are on the weaker side. My left side is incredibly weak. So, let's go for set 2 to get that side nice and strong. So you do have a dominant side and a less dominant side. It is quite natural because you lead with, for me, the right hand side in doing most of my activities during the day, so it's only common sense that that happens. But we need to just work harder and make sure that we don't leave it behind. And breathe in. And exhale. Lift. Are we going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we go down all the way. Nice. Last one on this excruciatingly difficult exercise, which if you do 1 repetition to prepare for a session, it's quite easy. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. We lift and we go. Woo. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we go down. Goodness me. And we take a nice deep breath in. We're going to go for the back pocket one. I have to laugh because it's quite nice to see the instructor struggling as well. And take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, lift. And we go side pocket. And up. And up. Down. And last one. Up. And we go down. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, lift. And dip. Lift. And dip. Lift. And dip. Lift. And down. Only got one more lift. You can shake that shoulder out and you can prepare yourself. Only got one more set of this lift. Right, nice deep breath in. Exhale, lift and dip. Lift and dip. Lift and dip. Lift and down. Nice work. You can push back in all fours and you can just pull back in a child's pose. Stretch those arms out long in front of you. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And on your exhale, push up. And we are indeed going to do push-ups. So we put those knees just a little bit back so that your back and your bum is nice and straight line. And I'm not going to talk through the whole process again. If this is the first time that you're doing this video, do try and do one of my other sessions so that you can see how we talk through these push-ups. So we're going to do 5 with the talk through process, and then we're just going to go ahead and do 5 straight knee push-ups. So we take a nice deep breath in, exhale all the way down, just move your hands as to where you want them to be, and inhale, lift your hips, lift your chest and push up, and inhale, exhale all the way down, inhale, exhale up, inhale, exhale down, inhale, exhale up, inhale, exhale down, inhale, exhale up. Last one of these, inhale, exhale down, inhale, exhale up. Right, so now you're going to try and keep that form, and you're going to do 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Up, and pull back into that child's pose. Rest there for 2 breaths. Breathe in, and exhale. And breathe in and exhale and push up, and you can cross your knees and just come over your seat, and we're going to just do a little bit of stretching to counter a bit of the hard work that your legs have been up to. So we're going to point those toes up to the sky, take a nice deep breath in with a straight back. And on your exhale, you're going to round your shoulders forward. If at any point you feel a stretch, stay there, go back up and stay there to stretch that out before moving forwards. Now we're going to do a nice deep breath as and when you feel that you've reached your point. And on your exhale, you're going to lean into that stretch just a little bit more. Pull your toes back and breathe in. Let your neck drop, let your neck and your head get heavy. And exhale, you're going to go back and just a little bit deeper into that stretch. Take a nice deep breath in And exhale. Inhale, come back all the way. And breathe in. Now we're going to move down towards the middle of our mat. Go down all the way. And you're going to have your knees in this position. And then cross one of them over. So we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So I reckon if you're looking from some type of angle, this might look like a 4. So already you're pushing your knee out. And you should feel a stretch just here on the outside. The glutes going into the hips. So we're going to push that knee out and hold it there. Suck your tummy in. Take your hands, weave it through your other leg that is still grounded. Pull it in behind your knee and pull in your leg towards you while your elbow is pushing that other cross knee out. Pull it in. And on your exhale, go in a little bit deeper. Inhale. And on your exhale, a little bit deeper. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. And slowly, slowly, you release it back. And keep the tummy sucked in while we change. So every little bit of Pilates is an exercise. So keep that tummy sucked in. And you can work that knee out a little bit. You should feel a stretch all over the place. I'm feeling here in the front, on the side, not at the back yet. We're going to weave our hands through that other knee that's still grounded. Pull it in. Push your elbow out for the other knee that's crossed. Oh, and this one is more tight than the other side. So we breathe in. And on your exhale, you pull that in a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, in a little bit more. And inhale. And exhale. On your inhale, you're going to start releasing and slowly, slowly back to where your knees and your feet are back on the floor. You're going to bring your hands out to the sides and we're going to just dip our knees over. So you're going to, whichever side you choose, suck your tummy in, take a nice deep breath in and exhale. You're going to bring those knees to the side all the way and you're going to look in the opposite direction up to that other arm that's extended on the other side of your body. Take a nice deep breath in and on your exhale just try and stretch to that other side, the opposite side of where your knees are on the floor. And on your inhale, focus on your ribs and your hips because you're going to use that to pull your knees up to center. So we're not just going to bring our knees back, we're going to use these side obliques to bring them back up. Breathe in. Exhale, knees dip to the other side while you are looking to the opposite side. Again, I've got a little bit of tightness here, so just going to work through it. Take a nice deep breath in. And that exhale is to release that tension, which you might be holding on to because it's a difficult stretch. So that exhale really relaxes the body to enjoy that stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, just try and stretch your hand a little bit further out while you pull your head and neck over this side as well. And inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to think about this hip and these ribs. And you're going to use that, you're going to isolate that muscle. And you're going to bring it together to the top. That's it. Well done. You're going to push your hands, knees into your hands, And you can even, when you go back up to the top and you feel a little bit of tightness in your back, I've got a little bit of tightness in the upper shoulders, you can just roll it out a little bit. Give your back a massage, so to speak, all the way down and roll until you are satisfied. You can keep doing this. I mean, this is one of the nicest things to do for your back. Just roll it out. There we go. All the way to the top. And you're going to turn around. We're going to come into all fours. We're going to go straight out into a plank. And we're going to start walking back towards our roll down position. So you push those hands. Keep those hips level. Don't let your hips sway side to side to bring your arms back and your hands back to your feet. And we're going to roll up, 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 up. Oh, nice little bit of tightness there. So just going to keep going down that and coming back up until I'm stretched out and tall and directly in the sunlight. Little roof skylight. So I'm going to step into the middle and we're going to take a nice deep breath again. So hip width apart your feet, hips stacked over ankles, shoulders over hips, shoulders away from your ears. So what you would ideally like is like a V between your scapula. So if you look at the back of your shoulders, there should be a V forming as you pull your shoulders away from your ears. So you take a nice deep breath in, become tall, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We're going to do a nice little squat stretch. We're going to go down all the way. You're going to use your arm this way, bring it over, stabilize on your leg. Try and bring that arm directly over your ear. Don't bring it over here. That is a different stretch, which we can also do. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. You can actually come to the front. That changes from a side oblique to an upper shoulder. And breathe in. And exhale, pull. So it's a shift of focus. So instead of just bringing your arm up, always try and focus to engage your core. So think of your ribs, think of your hip, and pull that muscle. Make it shorter and bring yourself upright. Exhale, over to the other side. Ooh, nice, nice, nice side oblique stretch. I feel it all the way down here, I feel it all the way down here. There we go. Breathe in. Exhale, front. Keep that squat. I know it's difficult. And now think about that muscle again, the hips and the ribs, and pull yourself upright. Squeeze your sit bones together. Walk your feet back in. And we can just do a nice last time posture check. And exhale. Just close your eyes for a second. Just focus on that tummy, that navel going to the back of your spine. Hips are strong. All of your core, your box here is strong. Suck in. Open your ribs. And exhale. And last one. Become tall when you breathe in. And exhale. And there we go. Done for the day. And that's nearly 49 minutes of hardcore Pilates with an instructor that struggled at times. But that's okay. Thank you guys for joining me. Any feedback would be great. I'll be back hopefully on Thursday. Got a bit lazy last week with the recording of the exercises until a few people let me know that they missed them. So that's good. Have fun and stay active and Stay safe. Wear your mask when you go outside and all of that jazz. And hopefully all of this will just be a bad memory as we head into the rest of 2020. Bye guys. Talking nonsense on our overrated and done. Bye.